Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's been a crazy day for me, and I've had worked on getting started setting some posts for some steps for a deck. I was working on my outdoor building, had some problems with that. My computer, the hard drive died on it. My Facebook was suspended for supposedly copyright. And it's 9 o'clock and I still have to finish cleaning up outside. And my son looked at me like, what are we having for dinner, Dad? And I'm like, boy, I hadn't thought about eating. On the bright side, I went upstairs and got on the scale, and I was 235, which is because I've sweat off everything. And so here it is, 8:54, and I'm trying to figure out what's dinner is. This literally takes me back to my roots because a lot of my cooking was out of necessity. I was a single parent with my kids, and we didn't have a lot of money. We were broke, and I had to feed my kids. And so basically, a lot of the times I cook, it's not really a recipe. It's me taking whatever ingredients I have and putting it together, using leftovers to try and make something else. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. So I had a half a container of mushrooms left over. Remember, I cooked my burgers the other night. So I still have some of the peppers and the mushrooms and the onions left over there. I cooked the picanha steak for the first time, and I actually have two of the smaller cuts left over. And so I thought, what can I put together with that? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take these mushrooms with some butter, and I'm going to get some garlic and the onions right here. So we're going to do that. I have some egg noodles right there. I've got some heavy cream. I've got some sour cream. I got some beef broth. These are the mushrooms, so we'll get rid of the leftovers because we don't want to waste our money. We'll put all this together and let that saute. We're going to get some garlic and add some fresh garlic. Got to have garlic. And we're going to see what we can make and how this will come out. So we're going to get that sauteing, get the water boiling, get the egg noodles in, add a little salt to the water. Then we'll take the picanha and we'll just slice the meat off of there, real nice and thin, and we'll add that in the end. And hopefully, we'll have something to eat real quick and easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little sauce with this. We're going to add some of the beef broth. We're going to add some basil and some thyme, just some fresh herbs to give it a good taste. And of course the garlic will make it taste fantastic. Garlic is the source of life. We've got about 5 cloves here. Got about a half an onion. Plenty of garlic, lots of garlic. You can smell that garlic. Get some pepper up in there. Maybe that needs to be charged back up. That's sauteing actually pretty good. Get some oregano in there. And some basil. I know people get on me about using Lowry's seasoned salt, but I like it. My pot would boil, you'd be in good shape. Okay, see how fast I can get this meal done. I use my beef base and just add water to it. For beef broth. Just like that, we got some beef broth. That smells good. I'm going to add just a little bit more butter to that. Because I like the richness of the butter. And I'm going to add a little bit of granulated garlic. To that. And I have these 2 picanhas. Not a lot of meat that's on here. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Add our broth to that. We let that simmer and reduce some. And our water is, I'm going to dump some of this. I don't need that many egg noodles. It's going to start boiling a little quicker. This will be good in there. That I can guarantee. A little bit of fat in there. Okay. Turn that down some. And this watch pot just does not want to boil. Okay, now some people like to put wine in it, but we ain't got that kind of money for wine. And I'm going to take a little bit of flour to make for a thickening. About 2 teaspoons. It's like you see milk. Turn that way down because we're finally getting the boil. Alright, I'm going to use about half this bag. It's just me and Mike. What the heck? Why leave half the bag? Okay, that is saucing up real nice. Now, I'm going to turn that on warm. I'm going to come back when the noodles are done. Great. So finally, the egg noodles are almost ready. So let me turn this back up and get this going. I took 2 spoons of flour and added in here with the milk. And I can drain the pasta. All right, drain the pasta, that's rinsing. Get this warm again. Then we're going to start adding our sour cream. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, turn the stove off over there. That's the end of that. The butter and the sour cream is going to give it a richness to it. Like I said, some people use red wine, which will give it a good flavor as well. And we're going to add our heavy cream and flour. Looks like I've got a little bit left on the bottom, so I'll add a little more too. So. Flour will help thicken this up a little bit. And it looks like I've got a few lumps in there, but that's okay, because these are the breaks. Get this nice and warm. And we're going to add our pasta to this. And we're going to add our meat to it. And then we're going to eat. Clean up as I go. Stove is acting funny tonight. No. It's not high. It's on low. I must be tired. Anticipation. Anticipation, it's making me wait. Ah, there it goes. Now it's beginning to boil. It's going to thicken up. You keep watching that for me. Oh yeah. Okay. Add our pasta in there. Get in there. Yes, I'm using my hands. Don't judge me. You want to get that in there to soak up some of that. Then we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. That is, we can get it open. Some Parmesan cheese, preferably not all over the counter. And once this gets melted, then we'll add the meat, and then we're going to eat. And this will feed a full family on stuff that we just had left over in the fridge. Okay, I'm going to let that simmer some more and clean up some more. Stuff away from me. You see, you can find the charger for that.
I don't know what the charger is.
It's a real short one. It should be in that thing. Okay, we're going to add the meat, and look at that, boom. And we're just going to let this cook for just like a minute or two, and then we're going to eat. There's not a lot of meat in here, there's a lot of mushrooms, but there is a lot of food. And I will be honest with you, days like today where food is outrageous and the price of gas is through the roof. My computer, when I took it to the guy to work on it, I said, I think I probably need some more memory. He said, you know, the memory cards that used to go in there used to be about $100. He said, now because of AI, that all the chips that they're making are going for AI places, and the tariffs, he said, that same chip is about $500 now. So I was like, okay, so can you just clean it up for me? Because I can't afford it. So let's go do the taste test, because I think that looks actually pretty good. I think that actually looks really good. Well, good evening, good people. And here we answer what's for dinner. It was 8:58 when I started, and we've been running and working all day, me and my son and stuff, and I've been working out on the summer kitchen and things. And it took me back to when I was a single parent with my kids and didn't have a lot of money and had to figure out what we're going to eat. So I'd look in the cabinet, see what we had, and throw some shit together. That's why a lot of times you'll see me cooking without a recipe. I just have basic ingredients that I use and can throw it together. So we had some leftover picanha steak from the other night. We had some mushrooms and onions that were left over from the hamburgers the other night. We had some egg noodles, and I had some sour cream that was in there that was getting old. I had some heavy cream and everything else. And so we made like a beef stroganoff with picanha steak. And of course, we have our cucumber salad. Because, you know, the leafy stuff, I ain't eating, bro. I ain't trying to have no explosive diarrhea here. So cucumbers, I can go ahead and wash some things and peel them. And it's got onions in here. It's got feta cheese in here, vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, and basil, and some salt. And it tastes like you're eating a Greek salad. We've actually been eating this kind of stuff every evening. I love it. I should put some tomatoes in it. So let's do the taste test on here. Now, this is like a bonus meal because it was all shit I had. Didn't go out and buy anything. It's hot. Actually got a really good flavor to it. Got some of the meat. This is actually really good. This is leftover dinner. And I did it in 25 minutes. Sometimes my son said, son, I don't know how this is going to be. I said, this is just some stuff I threw together. He said, sometimes that's the best stuff. Look at that sauce. I need some bread to soak it up. The mushrooms, the steak. That's good. All right. I have no idea what we'll have tomorrow, but I can guarantee you I'll be eating something. Appreciate you. Peace out. You know, when I started, I was like, I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cooking.
No, this is good.
But I tell you what, I feel better now that I've been eating. Oh, you guys are still here. Peace.